Hi, everybody. Welcome to MidWeek at SFB. It's great to be with you again today. And I've got two friends today. So welcome, John. We got some really good information. And we're going to talk about the future and some things that are coming up. So
thank you.
John Pratt, welcome. Glad you're here today.
Yeah.
You are on our deacon board, the chair.
Yep.
John, you've been with our church for quite a while. How long have you been here?
So Rebecca and I started here in 1989, so we've been members since that time.
Is that within the Dark Ages era?
Well, it's about that long.
So, have you ever seen anything like what we're experiencing right now?
No, our church has gone through a lot of things over the years, but this is just outside the realm of anything we ever would have thought happen.
Yeah. And never in the history of our church have we suspended services for, 9 weeks or whatever. And yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. But over the years, one of the things that you have seen, because I know we've talked about it, is we've had challenges. And you've seen the church respond, be resilient to today where we're as healthy and large as we've ever been. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
We've endured over the years some really incredible things, haven't we?
Yeah. Yeah, we've had church splits and all the different things that happen with church, and this is just a different thing, but the church is still strong.
Yeah. Good. Wow, man, I'm glad you're here today. Well, one of the things that we want to talk about, because we always have an annual business meeting that comes up in June. We have Envision, which is kind of our Envision time. We've decided, because of all of the craziness, communication, uncertainty of the future, what it looks like, that maybe this is not the season for trying to articulate a new Envision, but we do have an annual business meeting. So tell us a little bit about what we will vote on in that and the process. Like, when will I get the information? How do I, if I have questions, who do I contact? Tell us a little bit about what's coming up and what people can expect that will come to their house.
Yeah, so the deacon board, we met and have discussed this and decided that the best thing to do at this point, since we don't think we'll be able to meet on June 28th as we normally would for the business meeting, is to go ahead and suspend that and just do our mail-in ballots, and so that we can get the information out to people. And so part of what we'll be doing is going through the process of rolling out the information to people through the Beyond the Bulletin starting next week, and that'll include the candidate list, and we'll have budget information and all that available too through the church office. So we'll be going through and supporting having that information available through this time.
So next week they can expect communication about new candidates for global mission team, the facility team, property committee, the stewardship fiscal, the deacon board, and the Hawaii vacation package team, right?
Deaconess is the other one. So yes, they'll be seeing the candidates come out for those. And what we're voting on is the candidates will be signed up for a 3-year term. And so we're filling the different open positions that are available, and with the different candidates that have been vetted through staff and through the deacon board, and we'll make those available.
Good. So that's going to come to them. Then they're going to receive, again, information later about how to get budget information.
Yep.
Two things. Number one, if by end of next week they haven't received something, what should they do?
Yeah, definitely your first point of contact is the church office. If you have questions and you haven't received information, reach out to the church office. They'll have it available, both the budget and the candidate list. But like I said, it should have come in through the email if you're signed up for Beyond the Bulletin, so you'll be able to get the information that way.
Okay. Secondly, John, if they have questions, when we move forward, we have a list of candidates we're praying about, and certainly we want everyone to be praying about those, not just looking at them and voting, but praying. Number two is they're going to be looking at the budget if they choose to get one. If they have questions, we've normally had kind of a town hall, and so they can ask questions. We can't do that, but we want to make sure. We love questions, and if you have any, we want to be able to facilitate them. So I'm thinking of the deacons in the budget area, our executive pastor, Steve Hunter, myself, and broader church areas. How would a person say, I've got a question? How do I get that answered?
Yeah, I'd say either phone or email the church office, and then they'll connect you in with, like you said, Mark Steve Hunter for probably budget questions, but also deacons would be available for that too. And so use that as your link to us. But if you want to reach out to us directly and you have our contact information, that's fine. Reach out to us directly, and we'll try to answer your questions, or at least go get an answer for you.
That's so good. Thanks for being here today. Last thought, what you guys are still meeting as a deacon board. You're still leading. You're still praying. You're caring for the church. How can we pray for you guys?
Yeah, a couple things I thought about. One is our leadership here at the church. Pray for wisdom as we navigate through the support of the pastoral staff and plans we're trying to make going forward of what church is going to look like. And second, pray for us with our families and our people that we come in contact with. Pray for our hearts and our strength as we lead those people. So appreciate the prayers on that.
I appreciate you. You are such a good leader and a great friend. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks, Mark, for the opportunity to come here today.
Yeah, good. Well, we have another friend here, quite a recognizable, good-looking face.
And me.
And you. So the most important thing that we need to talk about is, are you looking forward to your haircut?
Oh, my goodness. Yes.
Yeah.
Yours looks great. Mine is
I know. Everyone's
way
like,
past.
what did you? Well, we have some clippers that we use on the horses, and it works on humans'
Honestly,
head.
I am
Yeah.
so at that point. I called Petco and to
Even
see
the
if they
horses
groom-
applauded at our house. They were kind of like not wanting to eat from me anymore because they didn't recognize me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm way beyond what is appropriate in public.
Yeah. Do you notice the gray that's coming into mine?
It's pretty nice.
I didn't have any gray at all in
Until
my
now?
goatee until about 8 weeks ago.
It's very regal.
Yeah. Oh, that is a good word.
It's regal.
Hey.
Not
So, Pastor Jeff, yesterday I was with two groups of Zoom meetings with pastors, and we do that. I do that a lot. Just again, being a part of city ones and our CB ones. But one of the things that we were talking about is the agility or ability to kind of re-navigate the terrain, because there's things that we can't do, but there are things that we can do. And one of the things that each of them were talking about, I mean, almost to the person, was unleashing some new, what some of them call home churches or care groups or community groups, because the new number 25 is whenever Marion County gets okayed, and we'll get there. But it was kind of delightful because we're kind of ahead of that game. You've been thinking about it. And so today we want to kind of introduce something that I think is really exciting.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it is, but it is an availability to families, to people in the area of spiritual growth. We're also going to do some community work with it. So tell us about an email that everyone is going to receive, and they can look forward to it and what's coming.
Yeah. I couldn't sleep last night. I am so excited about this opportunity. There's something about free. Free is a very good price. So church, we want you to know how much we care about you, and we're very aware of the fact that in this time, many of us are feeling just disconnected. And we're doing our best to live stream and to have these midweek opportunities. But we are going to provide something for you. It's called RightNow Media. So if you could imagine your Netflix account and import into that platform Christian content. So all of the movies and the documentaries you could find on Netflix and that large catalog, RightNow Media has done the exact same thing, but they've got folks like Matt Chandler, Dave Ramsey,
Jeff Poush.
Leslie Parrott. Not yet, but coming soon, possibly, if they're lucky.
Nice.
But it's an unbelievable resource. It's a tool that we want you to use for your own personal edification as you look through that catalog of nearly 30,000 different videos and resources there, for your personal edification, possibly for you to maybe start a Bible study with friends. We know that there is a lot of power in the screen. and we want to redeem the screen. There's so much content we can take in by looking at that little device or looking at our iPad. RightNow Media is going to edify, equip, resource you, and our hope is that it helps you grow not only in your knowledge of God, but your love for God and your love for his people. So be on the lookout. So some of the details, I am so excited about the actual resource, but I want to make sure that our people understand the process of how to get access to this unbelievable tool. Wednesday at 1 o'clock, you will be getting an email, and it's going to say it's from me, and it's going to, in the body of the email, it's going to say, Salem First Baptist has a free gift for you. Don't delete it. It's real. This is not a spam. It's not a joke. It's not a phishing thing. It's a real free resource. So click on that email, and you'll be able to set up an account that will then give you instant access to this unbelievable library of resources and tools. And if you don't get one, we're going to actually use this time as it's like a helpful way for us to identify anyone that we may have missed, an email address that we may have entered wrong. If you do not get an email, what we would like you to do is to send us an email to fbc@fbcsalem.org. It's on your screen, so you can pause it, write that down. We want you to email us so that we will have your exact email address, and it'll be super easy for us to update our records to make sure that we get everyone. Our heart is to include everyone. We don't want to miss anybody. So if you do not get this email, or maybe you accidentally deleted it because you got it before you heard this, let us know so we can make sure everyone has access to this unbelievable tool.
So they're going to receive it in their email.
Yes, sir.
You said Wednesday at 1. Is that today?
That is today. Now, depending on when you watch this, it would have been. So you can look through your email. Okay. Go back to Wednesday if you need to find it. Check your junk mail. So depending on how serious your firewall is, it might have shot it into your junk mail. It might have gone to your spouse's email account and not yours specifically. So we want to use this time for us to make sure that we have access to everyone. Anyone in our database will have gotten this.
So over the next, say, 2-3 weeks, you'll receive it. Get familiar with it.
Yes.
Give us just a little window into something that you've got planned. I know summer months kind of sometimes we kind of decrease a little bit, but actually this summer we're increasing.
Right.
Give us just a little window what they can look forward to in June.
Yes, exactly, Pastor Mark. What we want you to do is we want you to click and surf around and kind of get used to the platform, because in a couple weeks, we're going to start giving you some more details about a really cool opportunity we have to create little pockets of community groups. We are going to be studying community, the importance of community, God's desire for his church to be unified. And we're going to start little groups of 10 that will utilize this resource, and it will help us to graft in some folks that maybe haven't gotten connected. Maybe you just started attending this church, you were excited to make friendships, and then all of a sudden, you weren't able to be around anyone, and maybe you're feeling disconnected. These little groups of 10 are going to create opportunities for us to develop community as we study community, and to bring folks into the fold, again, to include everyone. So we're going to shuffle the deck. We're going to take the existing Bible studies and community groups, and we're going to shuffle the deck a little bit. For 6 weeks, we'll create new little pockets of groups that will learn together, grow together, and we're going to be studying the very thing that we're practicing, which is community life. So excited.
Man, that's great. Thanks for being here today.
Oh, my pleasure.
I cannot wait. This is in my mind, this is a win. Yeah. Unbelievable. We prayed 10 weeks ago, God, give us creativity. Give us the ability to think outside of what our normal plans have been, because we don't have them. I love this. You guys are doing a great job.
Yeah, thanks.
So you want to hang out as I finish?
I would like nothing
Why
more.
not?
Want me to scoot over? Or just to
yeah, exactly. Well, we are going to maintain
good
6
point.
feet and 14 inches.
That was a dunk.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, reentry. Are we thinking about it? Yes. We have a team that has gotten together, about 12 of us. We're talking about reentry. We're planning for reentry. When do we get to do it? We're not sure. Are we aware of the lawsuit that was brought against the governor? Yes, absolutely. I think I probably get daily briefings because I know the lawyer. And we are aware of that. Ultimately, from my perspective, this is in God's timing. And I don't know what God's timing is. But I know that usually when I don't fight God's timing, things go well. But I want to give you just a couple of thoughts. At least maybe this is more from our thinking. As we've prepared this, I can guarantee you when we get back together, it's going to be delightful, but not everything is going to be perfect for you. Meaning, you're not going to like everything. You're not going to like the fact that some people still wear masks and maybe you don't, or you wear one and others don't. You're not going to like the fact that we have to disinfect the sanctuary after every service. Some people are going to be thrilled with that, and other people are going to be like, what? You're doing what? So what I want to tell you is prepare. When you come back, it's not normal. Nothing is normal now. It's just what God is going to do. So not everything we're going to do, you're going to like, and we're going to do our best. Number two is when we come back together and we are trying our best, we're going to do our best, but we're going to not attempt to do everything. I've watched organizations like Amazon and other things and all of the things that they're doing. We may not be able to launch with all of our children's ministries. We may not be able to launch with everything. And we're not apologizing for that. We're just saying that we're going to do our best, but we're going to stay kind of comfortable within what we think we can do well. And we're going to do our best at that. We're going to move at the speed of God. I get regular emails or input as to we should boycott this, we should resist this. If you want to call me and chat, I'd probably tell you I don't see this as our governor forbidding religion. To be quite honest with you, I think hairdressers have been more discriminated against than churches. I'm very comfortable with moving at the speed of God, and so therefore, as we met as our deacon board, none of us feel like we should be staging an overthrow. We are working through the process, supporting this lawsuit for a variety of reasons. Some of you don't. That's fine. We're going to have to wrestle with this all in terms of communication, but we are going to move at God's timing, and we're not going to try and get ahead of that. My last thought is this. When we get back together again, it's really going to test whether or not we are coming back to church to get my needs met, or we're going to coming back to church with the heart and attitude of Christ. And that is, have this attitude in you, which is also in Christ Jesus, who did not hold on to heaven, didn't grasp it, but humbled himself. I actually think it's going to be a phenomenal opportunity for all of us to live with selfless humility. When we come back, we're going to be able to come back and it will be delightful. But if you bring your cynicism with you, it's going to hurt people. If you bring your anger, it will affect. If you bring your, anxiety and worry, I'm not saying be a false person. I'm just saying be aware. The call of Christ is live with his attitude. I get challenged on that every day. Today is election day, or at least yesterday was. And candidly, not all the elections went the way I was praying. To be really honest with you, I was really kind of discouraged last night. I was like, dear God, can we not get anything kind of correct? Now, you may love who got elected, and I won't tell you all the ones I was thinking about, but, well, this morning I came to the office and somebody was inspired by God. I know they were, because God sent me a song. I needed it. It's a song, you're going to see it on the screen, and it's Mac Brock is his name. And Sean, who's a techno genius, is going to let you see that. I don't know if it'll help you as much as it did me, but this song, Still in Control, was like God just speaking to me. I've needed this song a lot through this process because we don't know what the future is. It's oftentimes frustrating. The elections yesterday weren't exactly what I was praying for. And this song kind of like reset me. Mark, God is still in control. So if you need that today, take a listen. I think you'll love this song. It will bless your heart. I'll probably listen to it 5 times today. Man, we miss you. We love you. Absolutely love you. When we get to see you periodically, you stop by the church or I see you in the grocery store, understand I respect social distancing. I absolutely support masks. And if you hug me, it will make my day. I love you. We love you and we're praying for you. God bless you.